What's up, buddy? My name's Manger, and welcome back to my D&D retelling story. Last episode we were attacking a pirate ship, attacking an ice troll and all that. And I believe we're just gathering around to see what there is, but we haven't gone to the third floor yet. But this episode's a little bit different because in the session we didn't have the whole group with us, and we needed that whole group so we can see what because it might be related to story plot. So we decided to make this session a flashback, in a way. So this flashback takes place, I think, just after when we rescued the speaker from Genville, whatever the town was. Yeah, we rescued him. We went to Brinchander, but the people who weren't there, we decided to make them. They were doing something else in Brinchander, and we decided to go to Targos. So it was Hawks, Gaz, Onsen, and Merrick. We all decided to head to Targos, and yeah. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention in the last episode. I forgot to add this detail. When we got the elementals, we gave it to the half elf. She also gave us an extra mission, which apparently we had to find a specific ingredient for a potion. Which this potion was supposed to be a potion of ice, cold resistance. And we were supposed to collect white dragon bones. Yes. So that was probably a missing detail I forgot to add. So yeah. Well, enough further ado, let's hop on into the story. So the story starts off in Targos, which. So where's my phone? Hang on a second. There we go. So in Targos, when we got there, it was like a massive wall there, massive like little wooden walls basically. And apparently when we got there, apparently a white husky dog pounced at us. Well, mostly pounced at me, really. Pounced at me. I was like, whoa, Jesus. So, and apparently wanted to lead us somewhere. So, I knew the dog liked me, so I was like, where's the boy? So he followed us and led us to a house. The dog was just scratching onto the door. And the guy with a big beard opens the door, like, oh, what the hell? And he sees us. And it's like, wait, who are you guys? Who may you be? I was like, yeah, we ended up winding up at your, the dog led us here, so the dog wanted to take us somewhere, so basically this is what took us. And apparently we said like, oh, we're also adventurers as well, so like, oh, okay, come on in, we might be the people I need. So we went duck down, we went into the house, hang out in the lounge room, basically, well, apparently, my husband, actually, this is a dude, by the way, so, apparently, he went on an adventure with, like a journey or something like that to, oh, shoot, what was the place is called? It was called, shoot, hang on a sec. Actually, I don't think I have the map on. Give me a sec. Let me grab the map out. Which was, I think it's on the big map, on the map here. So the map it's called Carrion? Basically like giant. It's like a hill, basically. Massive hill. And he hasn't come back for like 6 days. But boy here was the only one who came back, apparently. So if you can help me find out where they are, help me. I would be very grateful. It's like, yeah, we can do that, but we only do it for a price. So we don't go very cheap, but we don't really do it for free, sadly. Which we did. Which was apparently he gave us as reward was trinkets. So basically some like necklace, gauntlet, like little bracelets and stuff. So I was like, I guess it could be worth something. So yep, took it, and then basically now. So basically, he told us before he went to the mountain, he just headed to a little town called Karakongi. Yeah. So we decided to head there, travel there. So it took us like 7 hours to get there. And also I'll take Boy with him. He knows the place, so yeah. So we took him on the sled. Head off all the way there. And And yeah, and I believe once we got there, we stopped at so in Karagon, which is we basically decided to head to Frozen Far Expeditions, which is like like a little climbing gear shop basically. We stopped there, and basically Gaz, Merrick, and Onsen decided. I think Gaz mostly went to there. Head there. Said like oh yeah, we're looking for some information. Hawks decided to stay at the sled basically. So just keep an eye on the animals. I think he was looking for some information, and the horrible thing happened, which was he apparently like the dog was like saying was like whining and stuff because you saw the hill where his owner was like whining like upset and like anxious, and it was like it's okay, we'll find them soon, and I rolled safely with animal handling, and he basically just crawled up to me, just lie down, and I'm like patting him. And I think some people decided they went to the tavern to look for information, and also went to some abandoned ruined castle. And when they came back, I was covered in all the kids in the town. Some of the kids in the town decided, because I was covered in snow for that long, they decided to turn me into a snowman. So when they came in, I'm like, wait, where's Hawks? And I just like popped out my eyes, like you see my yellow eyes. It's like, hi there. It's like, oh Jesus. It's like, don't ask. Just shake it all off. And it's like, so what do we learn? So apparently, what they learned was, I forgot the guy's name. Gorgon, something like that. Gregan, or something like that. Anyway, he basically found he was with another group at the time, so you lead them up there, which was a Goliath, a tiefling, a halfling, and I think that was it. I think that's all we saw so far. So we managed to get. So we head all the way. So we decided to get some climbing gear and stuff. So I believe we head up to the town to the place. Oh yeah, and the ice and the frozen place merchant shop. They said there was a guy that's there that apparently kind of like knows the place, so we took him with him. Take him with us. So we traveled all the way there, and what we did was once we got up to the town with place. It was like at the bottom of the hill, so hang on a sec. I think I have the map on me. Hang on a sec. Let me just get the map up and running. Give me a sec. I'll put it up on the screen on here soon. So once we did that, we were at like the bottom bit. So I believe we're tracking down some places, and I think because our best sled is basically like too big for us to travel up there, so we had to go on foot. So Boy basically led up to front. So I think I came in second with him, Gaz in the middle, and I think the rest of them was like at the back. So we decided to head up there, and on our way there, I think the guy that didn't go with us, so he decided to stay there in the sled. We decided to travel up there, and once we got there, I think something happened, which is like something shaking. And all of a sudden, like 500 feet up the hill, an avalanche was happening. So, what I did was, well, the whole team, what happened? So it was Gaz and Onsen and the boy basically decided to flee the avalanche, and I basically decided to say I didn't know what to do, so out of instinct. I used my wind caller spell, and used my wind to basically bubble protect Merrick, so he was the only one there. So I'm there, and I think Onsen and Boy managed to make it past this avalanche. Gaz, on the other hand, did not. So he kind of was like covered in the snow, traveling away. So we were like, oh but he managed to survive, but I used my wind spell a lot, focusing, and I got really tired. So basically for like 6 seconds or something like that. Managed to fight past, and I got extremely tired. And I'm like, I do not know what I just did because he was raised by humans. He never knew about anything about his powers. So I was like, I don't think I have the strength to do it again. So basically, we decided to walk up a bit further, head up, and I think boy literally rushed up, and you see a man like covered in snow. No, covered in snow, like almost like face down in the snow. And I basically just walked up to him and poked him aside, and so it was a human, and we think this must be the husband. So we grabbed him up, made a little campfire basically, and tried to make sure if he was okay. I checked on his pulse and stuff, so he's still alive, thank God. And I think we decided to make camp and just get him back to health. And what happened was when we were making sure he was okay, we got ambushed again. So by two cats, I guess they're not like cougars or anything. It's like I think they're like mountain lions or something. Anyway, They came out of nowhere, so they attacked me and Merrick because we were looking after him. So, and I believe what else happened. So we decided to I decided to attack one of them with my long sword. Merrick decided to get attacked by another, and I believe what else happened? I think Gaz and Onsen tried to use their spells and stuff, but me and Merrick decided to manage to kill them instantly, which was insane. So, and then I believe once we killed them, Grayson, I forgot the guy's name basically. He basically came back to conscience and it's like I basically decided made a meme like, "Hey, oh, you're finally awake." And I was like, what? I was like, we've been sent by your husband basically, and basically, boy found you. So yeah, I believe we basically. Yeah, well, and he's going to say, like, what about the rest of my group? Because, like, do you know what happened to your group, basically? And they got attacked by a yeti. Which, I think he got brushed off into the cliff and he landed here. So, we decided to head all the way up we basically rushed all the way up there. And we decided to head to a frozen cave, which was once we got there, I think Onsen decided to summon what was it? He summoned like a giant, badger, which was, yeah, so we had two options we can go to. We were in F1, so we had to split into two options. One, we can go to thick ice, or we can go to past like a little cave, like small, narrow stone path, basically. But we managed to find out that, through the badger, the ice stuff was safe. So we managed to get we walked past the ice thing. And I think once we climbed up certain a little cave thing, I flew up and I sneaked past, looked at the look, and we found out that there was a yeti and a baby yeti. Yeti tealing or something like that. Basically like a baby yeti. And the baby yeti was like playing with a person which we're thinking was the halfling. Like, just freaking out, and then like I was like, what should we do? So I basically grabbed one of their climbing axes, one of the guys' climbing axe, gently ting on it so no one hurt it. I tied some rope on it so they managed to climb up, and we all sneaked up, and basically, out of nowhere, we basically the whole rest of the group except for me, I didn't have time to kill them all. We basically just Gaz basically annihilated the big yeti, with his magic, which is fire brave spell, which was insane. And I believe Merrick decided to kill the baby yeti with one shot, which somehow that was insane. I don't know how that happened. I didn't do anything for some reason. And I believe we rescued the halfling, and it's like I was like, oh fuck, I thought I was done for. And sorry about that. So it's like, okay, we've rescued. Okay, so we basically, does anyone know? Are you okay? It's like, do you know what happened to the rest of the group? So we found out that maybe the Goliath was dead, and we don't know what happened to the Tiefling. And we had two options. We can either go up there and check for him, but like most likely she was already dead, and there was only one Yeti, and I think it was a female. So the father Yeti would be pissed. So we probably wouldn't want to risk it and probably head down, because basically told him like there was no chance, there was no way he could survive that. And I think on our way down, which I grabbed the halfling, put her on my back, and basically went down. And we saw like a nice head thing down. We basically went down the other path, and we saw a bunch of bone stuff. We saw a head of Goliath, and there was a great axe. So I decided to grab the axe for myself, put it on me. So I have now a great axe with me. We head down the cliff, the mountain, and we decided to head back, I guess. And yeah, I think that's kind of what happened. So basically, that's what happened. We got the necklace. I got a necklace, so I decided to put it on my character, which is pretty useful. It doesn't have any special effects, I don't think, just looks. But I think now I think we're flashback because we were having rest on the ship. So I believe the next session will be the pirate ship, the bottom floor. So yeah, this episode's a little bit smaller than usual, but just something to get off there. So yeah, well, thank you guys so much for watching this little video. If you liked it, guys, please slap the like button down below, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, people, stay awesome.